Bang. Bang, what's going on, guys? We are here. The trade deadline is rocking in the NHL. It is 12:03 on Monday morning, and the Boston Bruins have pulled off a massive trade. The three of us being Bruins fans, we're fired up. They are acquiring Curtis Lazar and Taylor Hall from the Buffalo Sabres in exchange for Anders Bjork and a second-round pick. Darren Dreger confirmed that. NRD was all over that. My guy in Buffalo who gave me the mod tour, I told you guys when we were watching WrestleMania, like Hall is their guy as of today, like after what was going on. Don Sweeney went out, made the moves he had to make. Now, if you're the Boston Bruins, you really have some depth now at forward. I mean, they don't lose Jake DeBrusk or anyone like that. It's just Anders Bjork, who's been sitting anyway because he stinks. I've been telling Bruins fans he stinks. I was right about Heinen. I was right about Bjork. You guys don't know anything. It's Nick Ritchie and Taylor Hall. Fuck the world. The Bruins are back from the dead. Like I said on Twitter, 8-1 my nutsack to the Washington Capitals. They're done when we see them in the playoffs. They're to quote Conor McGregor, and we're going to have a better result, though. But like, Zdeno Chara is dead when I get me hands on him. Boston Bruins, let's go. I'm fired up right now. Jack, how are you feeling about this Taylor Hall edition?
I'm feeling great. I said from day one, I think a Taylor Hall acquisition makes no sense unless you have a right wing to go with him. And Curtis Lazar is a part of the package. This is a fucking beautiful deal. I mean, Anders Bjork was always more comfortable on that left wing. He wasn't really producing. He couldn't really play right wing. We're bringing in Curtis Lazar. We're bringing in Taylor Hall. This is a cup run for the Boston Bruins. What do you think, McLovin?
I am just baffled at how much we gave up for this. I mean, it was so much time between when it was rumored to be a done deal and then when everyone was saying multiple picks, a couple people going the other way. Only 1 second-round pick and a player that we've been sitting for 5+ games for Taylor Hall and a depth guy like Curtis Lazar. The Bruins win this deal by a landslide right now. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, man, this is crazy.
It's crazy, and especially a year like this where a second-round pick is probably more like a third and a first is more like a middle second. Like, I mean, this is nuts to get this deal done. Well, congratulations to Don Sweeney. We've been so hard on him. This is a great deal. You got to give credit where it's due.
But at the same time, Taylor Hall hasn't produced the way that, the Buffalo Sabres wanted him to produce. But here's the thing. That team stinks. I think playing alongside David Krejci, maybe you have a Nick Ritchie or sometimes Pasta can come down. You never know. But listen, he's still got, 19 points in 37 games on that wretched Buffalo Sabres team. But the problem is he only has 2 goals, right? So like the Boston Bruins said, I said man, I thought for sure after we saw Foligno go for a first-round pick and David Savard and all this happen, I'm like, I think the Taylor Hall for a cheap price narrative is dead. But, boys, that's Taylor Hall for a cheap price.
Yeah,
I know.
And Krejci, it's the last year of Krejci's deal. You want to give Krejci that chance. I know we've heard the rumors of Krejci maybe going to Europe after this year. You want to give him that last chance, and Taylor Hall, perfect for it.
It just baffles me of, like you said, we've seen Palmieri and Foligno and Savard, all first-round picks go the other way for these guys. Taylor Hall, former first overall pick, and Curtis Lazar. That's 2 NHL-ready people for a second-round pick and a bottom 6 forward. How did Buffalo say yes to that? I don't get it.
I don't know how that ended up working out in Boston's favor, but I mean, this is such a low risk, high reward move. Like legitimately, Don Sweeney.
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
I got to give it up to him, man. That's a good move for the Boston Bruins. They got trounced tonight by the Washington Capitals, but I think this edition of Taylor Hall, Curtis Lazar, they got Riley earlier in the night from the Ottawa Senators too. He's just a guy who has great analytics. He's a puck-moving defenseman. He moves. He's a left shot kind of the player they need. But you know what? They're in a position too where you look at a Jake DeBrusk, you look at a couple other guys on the roster, and you wonder, could Don Sweeney look to bring in another defenseman tomorrow? I say absolutely yes. I think they're still going to be looking for a depth defenseman. I like the idea of a guy like Stahl coming over, a veteran like that from the Detroit Red Wings. I think you could still see Don Sweeney try to improve on the Boston Bruins. We will be live on the Tarps Off Sports Twitter account, Facebook account. Make sure you guys are subscribed right here on YouTube for all the latest news on NHL free agency, man. Boys, try to get some sleep. I don't think anything huge is going to go down tonight, but no one expected Jeff Carter. There's always other names out there. There's some big veteran names out there, Dustin Brown, guys like that. So keep your eyes peeled and keep your stick